Hey everyone, we'll just swap the glasses over. Dishes and Stitches, hello, I have not seen you here before. Thank you very much for joining me. Hi Cappy's mum, how are you? Thanks for joining me on my Sunday morning. Coffee. I hope everyone's well. Oh, just moving a couple of things here. In my mirror there. That's a couple of these Yankee candles, which I understand are quite big over there. I picked them up in a garage sale here, which is cool. Great candles. Got this one and a purple one. Hi, Linda. Hi, Lucy. And hello, Sharon. It's calling occupants of interplanetary craft. Sharon, that's the song by the Carpenters. Oh. It is a real right. Hi, Debbie Ann, Gmail5, Zelda, Keithia. Hello. Hope everyone's going well today. I got this. I got this. I got this. Yes, I got this. Thank you, Lucy. Yeah, I got this. I've got my Cuban and brandy candle. It's a soy candle from Ocean Moon Harmony. I don't know where they're made. Yeah. It's a Christmas present a couple of years ago. Don't worry about it, Sharon. I've got one of those minds that latches onto things, and yeah, I can recall comments and bits of conversation from like years ago. Yeah, I have heaps of tea lights for when I want to burn oils, but I love the candles too, the different scents and all that. And yeah, I just try not to go too expensive. Like I said, the Yankee candles, I picked up 2 of them. They were $5 each or something at a garage sale. So yeah, I haven't got my Paradise Spice one lit today. I haven't got that lit, so. It is a good idea. Just be careful, you know. So we've got a few people here. So I have a little bit of a list I want to go through. And I've still got all the list of mystery ride readings to go through as well. Hold on a minute. How about one ended up on the other page? I don't know. I'll put Roanoke here. A really good list. So Moon Landing. Put there. And Hills, D.B. Cooper. That's good. I'm really looking forward to going through that and everything. But right now I have got Michael Cohen, If You're Going to Be Okay. Senator Burr. You know, he's in a wee bit of trouble, and he shouldn't be the only one. It doesn't matter if there are some Democratic senators as well. If they would are found guilty of insider trading. Well, they are. Pence, what's happened to Mikey? Stone. Being very quiet. Hang on a moment. Whitby, be quiet, please. Settle down. Good boy. Good boy. Mama loves you. You're a good boy. You don't let them bully dogs just bark away. You're a good boy, aren't you? Yes. Whitby, I can just see through there at the door. So he was just putting those other dogs in his place. He was the first dog here. And he lets them know. So anything else that people would like me to read on today? Yes, of course. Zelda, if it's not personal, yeah, just let me know what your question is. Yeah, I love the simple things. Watching a favourite series or something. My husband just bought me the 3 available series of some British series called Agatha Raisin, if you want a good laugh and lots of mystery. Great series. Agatha Raisin, and it's Raisin. And reading, of course. Love my reading. How's Pence's health? Yeah, I'm going to look at him. Apparently he tested negative, but he's still staying in. Trump's taxes. Oh, yeah. I know that they had the hearing at the Supreme Court. Can have a look, very quick look, and see which way they're going to go. Got beer right now, got the COVID belly. Oh, the afterlife. Okay. I can do a reading on that, Zelda. Sorry for your losses this year. I want to know about the afterlife. Is it there? Is it, you know? Yeah, I've seen a thing for Killing Eve and everything. I've seen the shorts, and I love Sandra. I absolutely love and adore her. She's just one of the funniest, best women out there. I've had a look at the shorts and stuff, and it just doesn't really appeal to me. It's just, I don't know why. It's just, yeah, it's like I haven't watched The Bodyguard or anything like that. They don't really don't appeal to me for some reason. Sort of, that doesn't mean I won't give her a go at a later date. I possibly will, but at the moment, it's just not. Yeah, not quirky enough. Even though I heard it's very quirky, very funny. And as I said, I absolutely love and adore Sandra Oh. She is such a wonderful actress. But just, yeah, just something about it doesn't appeal to me. So that's okay. There are lots of movies I haven't seen and watched because I just look at them going, no, it just doesn't appeal to me. But I know they're wonderful movies. I know that they've got absolutely fantastic actors, and they're wonderful movies and deserving of every laudit they got. No, it just doesn't really sort of appeal to me. I guess I've got extremely quirky taste. Okay. Yeah, so anyway, how about we finish up today with Zelda's request for a look at the afterlife? And yeah, so I think we might get a start on then. And Michael Cohen's one. Somebody asked if he's going to be okay. Do I like more supernatural programs? No, not really. I like the odd sci-fi like Stargate and well, not totally a big Star Trek fan. I mean, I enjoy it, but don't need to. My husband's more of the Star Trek person. Loved Stargate. Not really more supernatural programs. No, just I think they paint that world in an area that's. Yeah, I watched Charmed. I quite enjoyed Charmed, but yeah, I tend to find that after a few seasons, they tend to go off into all these weird arcs and just no. It's like really, you know, after beating down so many demons, it's all one big thing because your great whatever was a, you know, I guess I just can't buy into the too far-fetched, I guess. Will Trump be impeached again? Oh, I can look at that. Yeah. Yeah, I'll look at that one a little bit later. Sometimes I've got to leave them so that the thoughts are in my head straight away, the logical thoughts and the, you know, just have a chance to pop away. Okay, so Michael Cohen. Hi, Sheila. Hi, John. Sheila, just looking at Michael Cohen. Michael Cohen. Let's have a look. Homecoming, new celebration. That could be a good thing. Let's have a look. What's going on with Michael Cohen? He's about to start on a new journey. So this also indicates that yes, he is okay and he will be okay. New opportunity. New opportunity. The bear is coming out of the cave in this one. It's coming out of hibernation. He's got his book that he's been working on. See? I don't think they'll be able to hold him in there much longer on this for whatever reason. They're not going to be able to justify letting Manafort out on the grounds they did, who was in for something much worse, and leaving Cohen, who served most of his sentence. I think he served at least over half of it. But, and the Star. Yeah, look, I think Michael Cohen will be okay. I think he is going to be. I mean, it might be a little while yet. We've got his new start might be a little while away yet. Major Arcana take a little bit longer, but he's got homecoming somewhere in his environment. New opportunities coming out of the cave. I think he's probably going to be coming up for his review on the first review on the release he would have had anyway. So one more. Yeah, Seven of Swords. They've tried to get away with keeping him in there. Yeah, sitting pretty up there, thinking they can do what they want, abusing the power that they have. But no, he's a very strong person, and he's got a lot of very strong support. So look, yeah, he's going to, Michael Cohen's going to be okay. I think he'll probably not sure when he'll go home, but I don't think he's going to be in there for more than a few more months. Is that Obama? Oh, yeah. My understanding is he's done 2 terms, and you can't do more than 2 now, even if, you know, you can't do more than 2 consecutive, but my understanding, even if you took a break, you couldn't come back again. Somebody told me that. No, I don't think Michael Cohen will sleep with the fishes. I think he's I think he'll be very careful about what he gives up, and he'll know where to draw the line. But Trump does not have the friends he used to have. In fact, I'll look at, does Trump still have all those friends? Because I don't think he does, but I'll have a look at that a bit later. Senator Burr, he of the insider trading scandal. Let's have a look at him. He's not the only one who did it. Yes, Barr is evil, I will say. Yeah, Burr isn't the only one who did it, but he's the first name that came up, and he's real, and they're really going for him. And I think we'll have a look at why they're really going for him. Yeah, he did the wrong thing. That's a given. Okay, he did the wrong thing. Insider trading is wrong. If he's found guilty of it, he should, you know, cop whatever punishment he cops. But why are they going after him so viciously? Now, Senator Burr was the head of the Senate Intelligence Committee. And while he generally goes with the flow, 6 of Pentacles. Sharing information. Yeah, he shared information that he shouldn't have. I think it was his family. 10 of Wands, burden. The administration were finding him a bit of a burden, the lovers, and so they decided to get together and say, we'll make the big example of Burr. He was being a bit of a burden. So they came up with this, it is a real thing. So he's not getting, if they didn't, this opportunity came along, so they grasped this opportunity, and they're going to really use him to make an example, but not because of what he did. I mean, come on, most of the guys who are at the top there, inside of, yeah. Hi, Weezy Squeeze Box. But he was a burden to them because he would generally follow the party line, but he would not be, he would also ask questions that perhaps, oh, we don't want these questions asked, so make sure that he'd say, well, I'm going to ask the questions that need to be asked. That was one thing I quite liked about Burr, but, you know, he would ask those questions that were a bit embarrassing towards government. 6 of Cups. He wanted to look back at something in his position. He wanted to have a look at something that happened in the past. Yeah, it's their way of getting rid of him and shutting him up. Ace of Cups. Yeah. What he wanted to look at would have stirred up a lot of emotions. Queen of Cups. What he wanted to look at really would have upset the balance. How do I put this? when word got to Trump that Barr had started asking questions about something particular, he lost it and had to be medicated, basically. It's to get him out of the way, because even though he's generally a party player, he also feels that you need all the information, and he wasn't afraid to ask questions. I mean, I'm sure there are some questions he decided, oh, yeah, all right, I won't ask questions on that. But if he thought it was really important, he didn't. He would ask those questions. So, yeah, that's why they're going up after Burr so hard. But the fact is, guilty of insider trading, he broke the law, and you know, so yeah, so will he be found guilty? We'll have a look at that. They're going to want to throw the book at him, and then they'll go for all this, what they see as smaller fishes. But he's the big fish as far as they're concerned. The law want to throw the book at him because he broke the law. But the administration really want it thrown at him because he was starting to be a bit of a pain in the butt. Malcolm Nance. Who is Malcolm Nance? I've heard the name, but not quite sure who he is. Okay, let's see. Anyway, will Burr go to jail? Ask that question. Will Burr go to jail? Will Burr go to jail? The word suspended sentence that entered my head just then. Two of Wands. That's certainly something the prosecutors would like to see. Strength, Page of Swords, the Hierophant. Yeah, it looks like he could go to jail. Despite those words that popped into my head, there's more going to come out about it. Prosecutors have a very strong case. And the Hierophant as in institutions, yeah, I think he probably is going to go to jail. Anyway. XCI, that's, yeah, that's where I've heard the name before. Yeah, he did. Okay. Oh, Roger Stone. Ugh. Blech. Just saying that name leaves a foul taste in your mouth. Hang on. Roger Stone. What is happening? With Roger Stone? He's still awaiting sentencing, as far as I know. Oh, I thought he was sentenced. Somebody bring me up to speed. Roger Stone was sentenced, wasn't he? Or is he still awaiting it? Can somebody bring me up to speed on that? Thanks, Keisha. For reminding people of the thumbs up. Hey, Kathy W. So Stone, has Stone been sentenced yet? Can somebody tell me? Hello, Native American M. Thank you very much. Oh, with Johnny, I don't know. He's probably getting some exercise. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. The Dems could have done all they liked with the Republican Congress. You know, they could have asked for everything and anything, and they wouldn't have got it. So let's see, Roger Stone. I was trying to hide Stone and Flynn up his butt. Oh, he was sentenced to 40 months. Okay, thank you, Secret Zelda. I knew that there was a 4 involved there somewhere, wasn't there? Yeah. And is he in jail? Has he gone to jail yet, or has he? Anyway, Roger Stone, what's going to happen? What do we ask about him? Will they try and spring him from jail as well because of the coronavirus? Are they going to spring Roger Stone from jail as well? Not in jail yet. Okay, yeah, thought that was the case. Why? Everyone else gets sent off to jail and then they put in their appeals. Roger Stone. What's going to happen with Roger Stone? Will he go? Will he serve his sentence? Let's put it like that. Hey, he's trying to get out of it. They're trying to manipulate it somehow. 9 of Wands. They're building up the defenses, but that's a yes card. The Lovers is a yes card. He's trying to get out of it, but we've got 3 yes cards. When I said, will he serve his sentence? Yeah, he's trying to get away with it, with not doing it. Loss, regret, the Star. So 5 of Cups, sitting on the beach there, feeling a bit of loss. That's normally a no. 7 of Swords is a no that's gotten rid of it, but it's really being outbalanced by, ooh. Could be a big change why he doesn't do it. 6 of Swords, a rough transition, maybe. 4 of Swords. Ooh. Let's have a look more at the Death card here. What's that about? 9 of Swords, anxiety. You know what? Queen of Wands, compassion. I'm wondering if he's going to get sick. I do think he's going to go to jail. I do think he's going to go to jail. But he's in for a very anxious time. Illness. Thinks he's going to get away with it. but then his hopes are dashed and he goes to jail and he gets ill. I think he might get sick while he's in jail. And yeah, when will he go to jail? When will Stone go to jail? First card to sign. When will Stone go to jail? When? Will it be before the election? Six of Cups, yes. The Magician, yes. Nine of Pentacles, yeah, before the election. I think it's going to hang on for so long that it's going to get so close to the election that if they let him go, it will cause too much. These people won't like it, and so it would severely damage Trump's chances. So I think they're probably getting there before the election. Clutching your pearls. Oh. I don't know where I got that from. I don't know where I read it from or where I got it from, but it just popped in my head one day, and it was like, whether I heard someone else say it or whatever, I honestly don't know. Yeah, but I just love it. Clutch my pearls. I do have pearls, by the way, some lovely freshwater pearls. Oh. Hiya, hiya, hiya. Hi, Pam Pierce. How are you? Okay. Trump's taxes. Let's do a quick read on Trump's taxes. We'll get the virus. Yeah, we can have a look at that. Anyway, Trump's taxes. Will they come out? Will they be released? Will they be released? They're working on it. There's a no followed by a yes, followed by a no, by a maybe, and then some strong yeses. Yes, they will. It's about 3 no's and all that, but they will come out. America's not going to be happy. They're going to feel loss and regret for even voting this person in. They're going to feel betrayed. He's, and obviously why he's been keeping it so close to his chest. A lot of people are stuck with him till then will turn their back on him. They're going to show what he's tried to keep hidden and who he's been in partnership with and where he's been getting some of his money from. Overflowing of emotion. Victory card. Will be a victory for the people. Not really going to feel like that. It's going to be a lot of emotion. So yeah, they will. But did I say a month? Did I say in June or something? You know, I would just. I know I did a big sigh when I saw Trump's taxes. I'd just lay it aside for the moment. They'll come out when they come out. They're going to tell a lot about Trump, and a lot of people are going to feel betrayed. You know, worrying about when they'll come out, I think in the end, it's only going to be one part of what takes him down, and probably not even that big a part. It's probably just going to, let's look this way, a lot of people aren't going to be surprised, and you know, those who are feeling lost and devastated and betrayed, they're going to walk away from him. A lot of people won't care, you know. So yeah, I wouldn't stress too much on when they come out. All they're going to do is dot a lot of I's and cross a lot of T's that we already know there. Pence. Let's have a look at Mike Pence. What's going on with Milky Mike? I won't call him the Milky Bar Kid because that's an insult to the Milky Bar Kid. But Milky Mike, I've always called him Milky Mike because of his colouring and stuff, basically. Hi, Edna May. Oh, Fox News. Fox News's angle is Rupert Murdoch's angle. Do not believe for a minute that Lachlan Murdoch is really the head of Fox News. While Rupert is alive, he runs the show. I don't watch Sky News over here. I refuse to watch Sky News over here. Not as bad as Fox News in the US, but everything has a pro-Trump tilt, and it's just, and they really play up what an anti-Democrat angle, and yeah. I mean, I even sort of backed off a bit from MSNBC and even CNN because I do feel that sometimes the Trump hate is just as bad, you know. Prejudice one way doesn't mean prejudice the other way is good, you know. Prejudice is prejudice, and you got to find a bit more of a balance. I'm sure that Trump would get more positive news coverage if he did positive things. But even though probably 90% of the time CNN and MSNBC and all those are right, you just get a little bit tired of it, you know. The White Walker. I think White Walkers are supposed to be good people, good spirits or something, aren't they? So, yeah. Or are they bad spirits? I can't remember. Okay. Pence. What's going on with Mike Pence? Is he ill? We'll ask that first. Is he ill? Legacy, end of the cycle, money. Charging in. Knight of Swords. Didn't think. 3 of Cups. Circles. Oh, 4 of Swords. Rest. He just charged about doing what he normally does, which is Trump spitting, and didn't wear masks, didn't take the precautions. Wanted to show support for Trump, and now he's been bitten on the ass. He's got 4 of Swords, 6 of Swords, a rough passage. Rest required for a rough passage to calm waters. Wish fulfillment, which I would say would probably wishing he would feel better. He'll get there. He'll feel better. He's got everything he needs, the magician. There's everything there that's needed for him to be looked after properly. And he will recover. He'll get away with it, even though he probably fully deserves to get kicked in the ass with this virus. But it's going to take him a while. It's going to take him a while to travel through this and recover. Maybe a bit longer than expected. Major Arcana. I don't think he'll be fully in the picture till probably end of June. I think he'll be out of the picture and not fully back in the picture, maybe popping in here and there after a few weeks, but not fully recovered till the end of June. I think he might have it, yeah. And, yeah. The Empress. Yeah, I said I think he might have it, and the Empress came up. So, yeah, I think he might, because he's in self-isolation now. It can take, he could be on the last day of self-isolation, whammo. And no, I don't think Joe Scarborough helped get Trump elected, Pam. No, he hadn't been a congressman for ages by that time. So, yeah, no, Trump is, Pence is, when charging in, he's in self-isolation at the moment, probably feeling okay, probably thinking he's dodged a bullet, but no, I don't think he has. I think he's going to get it, and he'll be sort of out of the picture till probably the end of June. You might see him here and there, but not really, What I mean by out of the picture is he'll be out of the picture for a little while, but it'll be the end of June before he near fully recovered. Okay, is Barr sick? Somebody asked me about William Barr. Oh, yeah, Joe Scarborough is what you would call moderate Republican who he resigned, I think he should get back into the game along with David Jolly, who I really quite like. Oh, apparently Trump is begging the Senate to subpoena Obama. Let's have a read and see if they'll do that. Will the Senate subpoena Obama? Because Trump wants them to. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I would know when they turned against him. They were willing to give him a go and everything until that grab him by the, the infamous thing. Then he lost a lot of support from people like Joe and stuff. That turned him, it just put the media industries, entertainment industry in a bad light. Being in an influential position. Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay, what's going on with Bar? What's going on with Bar's health? Talking about health here, Six of Pentacles sharing. I think he's been exposed to the virus. He thinks he's getting everything his own way. He thinks he's getting everything and that their agenda is coming off. So he's happy about that, that it appears that his agenda is all coming together and is it getting it all, it's all going their way and they're able to get things done according to their agenda. He's still holding back on a couple of things. A couple of things are still hidden. What's this got to do with his health? Spy in the camp, Knave of Swords, charging in again into situations that he shouldn't be. He's been exposed. Is he going to get it? He doesn't give a shit about his health. That's what I'm getting. As long as his agenda gets done, he doesn't care about his health. Don't forget the smelling salts, Pam. This partner, he doesn't care about his health anymore. He's got his agenda. He's going to do anything and everything he can, and he doesn't care about his health. Crazy cat lady, hello. Yeah, he's got himself so tied up in getting his agenda. He's not looking after his health, basically. He's getting sicker and sicker, but he doesn't care, doesn't want to know. He just wants to get the stuff he wants done before the election because he knows that they're not going to win. Yeah, building up his defences. He's taking stuff, to try and build up his system and all that. But, yeah, he just, yeah. As long as, everything they want done and their agenda's sitting pretty, he doesn't care about his health. He does not give a rat's ass. I care about my health. And I am so unhealthy, it's not funny. I can't seem to sort of get out of that. I've been exercising a bit and watching what I eat, but it's like he's just given up and does not care anymore. Whatever happens, happens. And I've just got things I want to get done and I don't care about my health. He really does not give a rat's ass. I think he probably feels, I'm just going to ask a question. Do you see it as relief to get sick and have to leave? Would he see it as a relief? Let's have a look. He'd see it as a judgment, but, well, it would be a judgment on him. Yeah, he'd be relieved if he got sick. And then he could just, you know, due to health issues, I have to retire. But, you know, he could retire any moment now due to his health, but he doesn't want to. He cares more about his agenda than he does about himself and about the deals and agreements he made with people. Some people, you know, their corruption is so bad. What is it? Like the medlar fruit. One of the Midsummer Murders early episodes featured something called a medlar fruit, and it's a fruit that it sits and it basically ripens as it goes rotten. So it's ripened by its own corruption. So yeah, ripened by its own corruption. Beverage run. Now, let's see. Will Trump be impeached again? I think we might. The other end. Will Trump be impeached again? Yeah, it's just like Barr wants to just let the rot overtake his body and take him. You know. Wherever he is, Barr, both mentally and physically, there's no turning back. There's no stopping the process. So, anyway, will Trump be impeached again? Yeah, hoist on his own petard. That's Sword 5, 5 of Swords, abuse of power. Will he be impeached again? King of Pentacles, that's him. Stone 2, 2 of Pentacles, manipulation, decision making. Spear 10. No. 10 of Swords. Gale Hollow, overflow emotion. Now, Ace of Cups, overflowing emotion. It comes up with Trump a lot. That and the 10 of Swords and the 5 of Swords. Spear 5 is 5 of Wands, conflict. Stone Knight, 9 of Pentacles, corruption, mercenary. Spear 4, 4 of Swords. Pridwin. That's 7. Pridwin is, I'm just going to look up Pridwin number 7. I think Pridwin is the chariot, but no, I'll have to look up Pridwin. Good thing about this is it's got the chariot. It's got the death thing and then what it is underneath. So it's the chariot. Pridwin is the chariot. After ship. Interesting in this card. The chariot or Pridwin, after ship in this card, it's sailing directly to this little fellow in the front here, this sea serpent fellow. And they really don't look like they have any control about what's going on in that canyon. Shaft of light on Arthur. Like, hey, you steered us here, buddy. That's it, chariot, out of control. Sword 10, 10 of swords. Spear 10 is burden. Sword 10, 10 of swords. Oh. So what do we have here? The Stone King, King of Pentacles. Emotions, stirs up emotions, manipulates the situation, causes conflict, and stabs people in the back. I'm doing a little bit of a 9-card Lenormand type layout and going diagonal as well as across and down to see what the burdened America. Again, causing conflict and illness and retreat, people having to retreat and stay in shelter. You see this is the reef saying this is a safe place and everyone's behind the walls. They've had to retreat. He manipulates emotions. And he manipulates money and people in positions to help. Officials. He stabs people in the back. He thinks he's in control of everything. He thinks he's in control of emotions, of people's emotions. He thinks he's in control of where people can go and how they can do it and conflict, but really doesn't have any control here. He thinks he is like an Arthurian legend, chosen, one of the chosen people, chosen to do this. So he has the right to do everything that he does. And the Stone King causing conflict and stabbing people in the back. Yeah, but this is. But what does this say about him getting impeached again? This is about his actions and what he does and what people are seeing. Abuse of power is on the bottom here. Sword 5. So let's do, will he be impeached again? Yes or no? Sovereignty. The Hermit. No, sovereignty is justice. Yeah, I thought so. Sovereignty is justice. Yeah, look, they could impeach him again. They'd be justified to do it. Sword Maiden, whistleblower. They could impeach him again. The Spiral Tower. You know what? I think something happens which they feel like we don't need to do that. I think if they did try and impeach him again, it would just be like seen as a lame duck mood to try and, you know, even though they'd be justified in doing it. But I think something happens and they don't have to bother. Don't know what this is. What's this tower about? Let's have a ask. What is this tower about? He always gets the tower. I mean, virtually every, not every reading, but every second reading. The Cauldron. That's Temperance, I think. Yeah, Temperance. Take time, be patient. New balance is going to come about. Merlin, the Magician. Now you see him, now you don't. It's whatever it is, it's going to happen really quickly. So they might, if he's re-elected, yes, they will impeach him, and they'll have both houses, and they'll be able to do it. But yeah. I know, Zelda. I know you've been patient for 3.5 years now, but the thing is, this corrupt Trump is, as been said by many people, and I totally agree with it. He is the here's the result of 50 years of not keeping your house in order. And you can't wipe 50 years out of mistakes and wrong turns and opening the doors to corrupt influences. You can't wipe it out overnight. It takes time. Greta. Anyway, so yeah, look, they could and they'd be justified in doing it, but I just don't think they're going to need to. Yeah. It started even before Reagan, Pam. Apparently, back to Eisenhower, things started to go, a bit of rot set in and it wasn't taken care of back then. And it just got, as, you know, years went on, a bit more got in and a bit more got in. And by Reagan, it had got a firm grasp and just went, really took off. By the time Newt Gingrich got there, it was all right for the taking, I think. So it takes time to clean out your house. Yeah, I heard Hoover wasn't a very good president. No. Anyway, what is next? What else can we read on? Oh, Lev, that's who I've been trying to remember. What's going on with Lev Parnas? Yes, I knew there was someone that I couldn't remember. What's going on with Lev Parnas? Well, you can go back and say this president did that. Like I said, there was, you know, 50 years of not doing a spring clean, basically. And just remember, some Democrats weren't always the best either. So anyway, Lev Parnas. What's going on with Lev Parnas? Spear 3 and Pride. He is hanging in there. Chariot. He's moving around a bit. I think he's moving from place to place. That's card of movement, hanging in there by moving around a bit. Spear 3. Ships are coming in. I'm putting him on the side of the angels. A, because we need him there, and B, you know, just he stepped forward to talk and do things and say, well, no, we're not going to be the four guys, or I'm not going to be the four guy. So we'll put that. Ships, his plans are coming to fruition. Spear 7. He's standing his ground. So his plans are coming to fruition. He's set some things in place. He's standing his ground. And despite that, despite moving from place to place, so he's making it so it's not easy to track him down, or to, you know. So he's holding his own, but he is hiding. He's not thing out in the open. Stone 9. That's the 9 of Pentacles. He's okay. He's this is a sitting pretty card. He's others are keeping watch for him, are helping him, keeping watch for him, to keep him safe, to keep him sitting pretty, I suppose, to keep him in the box seat. Okay, so he might have protection from somebody. Could be private, could be state. So he's got protection of some sort. The Stone Queen, Queen of Pentacles, he's got resources. Someone with resources is helping him. The Round Table, that is 10. The Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, he's he's feeling like this is what he was meant to do. He came into it late to the game. He got the message late in the game. He ended up in a bit of a nasty place with some nasty people, and then just got the message late in the game that he's there for a reason and to bring down some people. But just for some reason, it sort of hit him, I suppose, when he realised the threat. I don't know. Spear 8. He's got a lot of information. And he's going to come out with a lot of information very quickly, very suddenly. He's going to appear as suddenly as he disappeared, and he's going to have a lot of information, and he's going to just fire it. Bang, 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 bang. Sword 4, then he's going to retire again. Spear 2. He's looking, maybe even somewhere rural, somewhere quiet, somewhere out of the way. This is what he's planning, looking at for his future. Grail 10. So he can leave a strong legacy for his family. I think he's, I don't know where his family are. Family legacy. Grail 10. 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups, yeah. It's not Stone 10, it's Grail 10. So 10 of Cups. Yeah, that's his family, and also coming to an end. He's hoping to be able to settle somewhere quiet, somewhere, you know, after he's done what he's got to do. I think he could be in witness protection. So, you know, playing that, or looking at that all together. So I wouldn't stress too much about that. I think he's in witness protection. Now, Lepanus, Nancy Lee, welcome. Lovely to see your name there. banana bread. Renee, hello. Yeah. Okay. Anybody else? What else can we read on? Flynn. Okay. I did a reading on him the other day that even if he got out, or whether he got out or not, whether he was pardoned or released, it's not going to make any difference in the end. But we can have a look at him at the moment. I did Michael Cohen earlier, Edna May. He's going to be okay. So you can go back and read this, watch this from the start, and he's the first person I read on. So. Will people remember the lesson of this time? That's a good question. KKL Farley. Yeah, look, yeah. Okay. First things first, Flynn. What's going on with Flynn? Grail 7, 7 of Cups. Confusion. Everyone's confused and upset. They don't know what's going on. Grail Queen, Queen of Cups, Russia. Not very often I get Russia for the Queen of Cups, but that just jumped into my head. Sword 3, betrayal, heartbreak, Spear 4, homecoming. Russia's behind this. It's not just Trump, it's because Russia wants him. Grail 5, 5 of Cups. Judgment, Sleeping Lord 20, that's Judgment. Yeah, wake. Yeah, Russia's behind it. They want him there because he's got stuff on there. Not just Turkey, he was with Russia as well. He can bring ties between Russia and the White House. He can confirm ties. A lot of loss and a lot of judgment. It doesn't matter what happens to him. He's going to face judgment. We might feel a bit of a sense of loss if he gets going. Loss and regret. He's certainly going to regret everything. There's loss and regret in his future. And judgment. Yeah, well, when I say Russia, we know it's Putin and his gangs. Yeah, he's got, like Lev, some protection around him from that. Yeah, it's protection for themselves because I think he said, I spent 1 day in jail. They're trying to protect themselves, but you know, whether he gets away with it or not, don't worry about Flynn. He will get what is coming to him. Pukin. I have not looked at blood at Putin in a while. How about what's going on with Putin? Pookie Pookin, what's going on with him? Ah, the border fiasco. People will pay for that. People will pay for the border fiasco. Don't worry. There are some things that you cannot escape from. What's going on with Pookie Pookin? Oh, the explode, yeah. More exploding ventilators. What's going on with Vladimir Putin? We'll do a cross on him, hey? What's going on with Vladimir Putin? He's pissed. He's pissed that word got out with C19 is in Russia. That Rona's in Russia. He didn't want that to happen, but you know, it's just too big. It's this sort of this biatch has wings, and she's she's bigger than everyone. Okay, what's going on with Putin? King of Wands. He is trying to stay in control and not lose it, basically. This is, it doesn't look like it, you know, it looks like he's got a firm grasp on things, but all I can see in my mind's eye is the hands are tightening their grip on the scepter and on the rail in front of him, and they're getting tighter and tighter till his knuckles are white underneath the gloves. This is just off the bottom too. Hope. He's feeling vulnerable. The flip side of hope is vulnerability. The institutions, his institutions, are crumbling. There's a determined force. A determined force. Investigating, finding out information. Pookie's in for a rough trip. That's just off the bottom of the deck. So now I'm going to turn the deck over. Let's have a look at what's on the top. 3 of coins, group work, working with people, dirty money. News about new opportunities for money. He's trying to find new opportunities. He's Ace of Cups. He gets the people boil over when they think of him. Four of Coins. He's keeping things close to his chest. No, sorry, that is the 9 of Coins. He's trying to convince people that he's sitting pretty. Then he gets the 4 of Coins, but he's got things he's keeping close to his chest. It's about money. That's on top of the Page of Coins. That's on top of the 3 of Coins. Thinks he's sitting pretty because he made all these agreements with people, get money laundered. Page of Wands. Someone speaking about his actions. 4 of Cups gets an offer he doesn't want. He's not as steady as he feels. Oh, he's very, very anxious about things. His anxiety is increasing. Ooh, change, big change. I think as the year goes on, things are going to get harder and harder and harder and harder for Turkey. There are definitely parties in Russia who've had enough, who are working on getting everything they can on him. And I think the Russian people have had enough. I'll do a read on the Russian people. So a bit hard to do I'm going to try a trick Cash Peters does, rather than do a country as a whole. He imagines that country as a person. Now, in this case, of course, it's not going to be Vladimir Putin. So, there is I can't remember her name, Russian comedian. She's in her 20s. She grew up in Russia, but she lives in England now. She had some time in America too, based on her accent. But the young people, I'll use to picture her as representative of people in Russia, the younger generation, and also standing up for the older generation as well, standing up for the whole country. So, it's a very funny girl too, it's very funny. I'm going to picture this girl, and she represents Russia. The new Russia, looking out for the old as well. She has knowledge of the old tales. She's a very, very knowledgeable young lady. New and old Russia. What's going on with Russia? They're becoming more and more family orientated with COVID-19. They feel like betrayed. They feel like they've just had enough. This is the COVID-19 ravaging, and it's the last straw for them. It's the last stab in the back. They're meeting in small groups and talking to each other and everything. And yeah, they're sick of this devil. They're sick of this devil that's been riding them. They feel it's about time that they got the Russia they deserve. They feel it's about time their ships came in and they got the Russia they deserve. There's hope, building and building and building and building. I don't know why. And they're getting around and they're supporting each other. Gathering small circles of support. Remember what I said with gathering together with the High Priestess as well. They want a new, mature, healthily balanced Russia. And they've got lots of new ideas how to bring it about, and they're prepared to go and take hold of their staff. A big change in Russia. This is interesting because this is the last card I got on Putin as well. Yeah. They don't want him there anymore. I like dark chocolate. Because I'm diabetic, I have to be very careful with chocolate. Dark chocolate's good. It's got less carbs. But I still have to, you know, be sensible. I can have a block. I can have one little square, not the whole block, sort of thing. Okay. Oh, somebody asked about Fox earlier. Let's have a look at Fox. We'll bring back the Everyday Witch Tarot for that one. Fox News. What's going on with Fox News? That OAN, One American Network or whatever. Dominant hiccup. Fox News. Fox News was pulled off air in Britain. I wonder why. Wow. Why has Fox News been pulled off air in Britain? Something flew out. Six of Swords. Ooh, they're in for a rough time. What have they done? Let's see. I'll just get up there. Fox News Britain. Let's have a look. Pulled off air in Britain. No, they were once before. In 2017, they were pulled off air. Failing to attract an audience. So they came back, did they? Yeah, that was in 2017. Did they try again? Yeah, that was a couple of years ago. Yeah. Will Foxes, yeah, no, that was 2017 that they were pulled off air. So Boris won't allow Fox. I think anyone sensible won't allow Fox. I wish Sky News would get yanked off here. If you're a right-wing idiot, you're on Sky News. Here. Yeah, we have idiots. What's he doing now? Yeah, Bolton. Yeah. Anyway, so what's going on with Fox News? Nine of Pentacles, sitting pretty. They're not going to go anywhere very quickly. King of Cups, yeah. Trump, despite he's often ranting at them, he's still happy. He still needs them for his emotional security. So he'll call them up and talk to them. I was watching Trump going on and on about Obamagate and this and that with the Fox and Friends trio. And they were all sitting there like they didn't want to interrupt him, but they didn't want to make a face or react in any way because it was like Yeah, Three of Wands. Look, they've got what's coming to them. I mean, the Chariot, this way, that way. They're going to have to make a decision which way they want to go. This is interesting, this Chariot. You go this way or that way. And that puts this into a card that being that I'd never really associated with the Chariot before, which having to decide which way to go, because it is a card of travel. So they have to decide which way they're going to go. They have to make that decision soon. The Star, Seven of Wands. They want to stand their ground. They're hoping they'll be able to. The Hierophant. But they're going to have to answer some questions with broadcasting officials in the US. Six of Pentacles. This is the sharing. They'll be able to go on sharing. I don't think they'll lose their broadcasting license or anything, but they're going to have to pull things in a bit. I think they're going to have to redesign the way they do things and their coverage, and maybe retire some commentators. Now, this One America Network. Let's have a look at that, will we? Someone keeps bringing up Ivanka and voting machines. Ivanka owns voting machines. Ivanka owns voting machines. After One America Network, I'll have a look at Ivanka and voting machines. Now, Secret Zelda, she may be young. Just remember, some babies are born as wise old souls. So, I think you're, what, 21 or something? 2021 Secret Zelda? Yeah. Okay, let's have a look. What's going to happen with One America News? I'm still getting Storm in a Teacup. Queen of Pentacles. Well, they've certainly got somebody with money behind them, a woman, possibly Mercer. Page of Swords. They feel that they're going to be going out there and they're going to be telling the truth and blowing the whistle on a lot of people. They're going to have their defenses well and truly up, because they're just, you know, this and this and this and this, and they're going to burn through their defenses pretty quickly. This person's gone through so many wands, down to their last wand and everything else. Four of Cups, often they don't want. Again, they've got to make a wise decision about which way they want to go. Knight of Cups. Yeah, they're not what they're cracking themselves up to be. The Devil. Yeah, they're just bad news. I get the idea they're not going to last very long, or they're not going to grow beyond this little strange channel. Let's see. Are they going to get bigger than they are? It's One America the One American network going to get bigger than they are. They've got support. They've got circles of support, but that doesn't mean anything. They've got people supporting them. Will they get any bigger than they are now? The Empress. There's a possibility of it, but no, they're a baby. They're a baby. They're not even fully birthed yet, if that makes sense. Beginning and end. Circle. Completion of a journey. They're a mouthpiece for the bad Republicans, and they're in for a bit of a tough time. Are they going to get any bigger? Five of Pentacles out in the cold. Queen of Swords nuts. They're going to be investigated and leaned on. And the Page of Wands speaking about their actions. No, they're not going to get very big at all. They're going to be doing things wrong right from the start. Investigations and everything. Storm in a teacup. Just remember too, everyone, that lockdowns can be hard on people. If you do feel like you're having trouble coping, find the local helplines in your area. Don't feel bad. Don't feel like you should be doing better than you are. There's nothing wrong with feeling like you're not coping. Doesn't mean you're weak. It doesn't mean you should be doing better. You're doing the best you can, and if you're still having trouble, there's nothing wrong with seeking some help, or even just somebody to talk to. Okay? One of my biggest concerns is an increase. Apparently here in Western Australia there was this huge increase in domestic violence due to the lockdown, and it's been one of my biggest concerns, that and mental health issues for people. So, you know, it's okay to reach out and talk to people. Okay? It's okay to reach out, make a phone call and say, look, are you okay? I know there's a bit of a tense situation in your house. Are you okay? You know, can we do anything to help? But that doesn't mean go into somebody else. You know, if you know someone who's in a tough situation that way too, keep in touch with them. Don't make them feel like they've been cut off, because quite often people in those situations, the abusers, will use lockdown as a way of cutting them off even more. So look out for your friends. Don't feel bad if you're not coping well and you feel you need some help. Call those lines, you know. If you don't want to burden your family and friends, if there's someone you can talk to, great. If not, use the helplines that are available. Okay. Ivanka and voting machines. Let's have a look. The pagan cats. Tarot of the pagan cats. Let's have a look. It's got reversals in it. Ivanka's voting machines. What's going to happen with voting machines? She doesn't own voting machines, but she's got interest in companies that have them, hasn't she? So those companies. Six of Cups, people are looking at it. How long has she had interest in voting, these voting machines? People are looking at it. The wish come true, greeting, wishes come true. Nine of Cups reversed. Two of Cups reversed. King of Swords, Daddy. Queen of Swords, investigations. Out in the cold. The Devil, reversed. The company's being investigated that she's got interest in, I think, very quietly. Will those machines be used? Eight of Swords, reversed. No. Or jail. They should have declared, those companies, the companies should have declared, I think, interest. I don't know, the jail is involved. Knight of Swords, chaos. It's going to cause chaos. I think that Ten of Swords. No, I don't think those machines are going to be used. In fact, I think there's going to be such a move towards mail-in ballots, especially as COVID-19 comes up again, that the machines aren't going to be used. And then I think they might even scrap the machines before 2022, which is the midterm elections. But we're just talking about the machines and the company that Ivanka has an interest in. No, they're not going to be able to use those machines. They're not going to use them because the conflict of interest there. And someone could end up going to jail too if it was proved that they were tampered with. Were those machines tampered with? Burden of proof. Seven of Swords, yeah, they were. That company, there's going to be a recall, I think, on all the voting machines for that company. I think somebody from that company could end up in jail. Now, somebody asked me, Nancy Lee, hello. Oh, Ivanka, no, she has not got a heart at all. I think they will revise and whole new. I mean, hell, when we have our local government elections here, we don't have to vote in them. Not for local government, state and federal we do, but not local government elections. But they mail out the ballots. So, you know, at least here in Western Australia they do. Now, somebody asked me, what lessons are we supposed to learn? I'm going to actually turn to the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck by John Howland. I haven't actually used this deck before, so I'll ask you all to be a bit patient with me. I haven't even taken it out of the thing. So, I think Sheila, you use this deck? Celtic Witch, are you still there? Do you use this deck? Looks a bit familiar from your video. Like this. So you have to bear with me a bit while I this is a chakra-based deck. Yeah. Wow, I'm not really big up on chakras, so I will probably have to use the book, okay? Chakra. Got major arcana, and then it's got several houses. Wands, yeah. It's got some chakras, so yeah. Okay. I tried using a pendulum once, but because I suffer from essential tremors, I really don't feel that it would be accurate for me. Anyway, what is to be learnt from Trump, or from what we're going through at the moment? What can be learnt from what we're going through at the moment? Night, Lucian. Financial and material changes, 5. So again, like I said, I'm going to use the book for this because I really just literally got it out of the financial and material changes. Loss. We've suffered a lot of loss, materially, financially. But even though you're doing that, you should all, we're more than physical beings. We're more than physical beings, and our outlook should be towards more than owning physical gain, having physical, you know, material gain. So yes, we can lose some things, but we can gain others. Okay, we can use some financial loss, but maybe we can turn around the way in which we do things, the way in which we work and what we do, and, you know, and doing that and looking towards a different way of supporting ourselves, we can gain more in the end. Crutch 20. Oh, truth, sorry. This is judgment. A lot of people are feeling like, are we being judged? Are we being judged? No, I don't think we're being judged. But I feel like we feel that way. And feeling that way when, well, if we are being judged, why? And it helps, that feeling of being judged is an impetus to look at towards the way we've been doing things and what we've been doing, and the truth. What is the important truths in our life and what aren't, and then take those and move on and use those as a new basis in living our lives. Some people don't need to, but some people do. But almost everyone can have a look at the way they've been doing things and maybe make a few changes. Prosperity begins. This is a new start. Prosperity begins. Ace of material. Card is a message of beginnings, prosperity, wealth, and new business. Remember what I said about, you know, losing the way in which we did earn material things and financial gain. And I remember I was saying it's an opportunity to look at towards different ways of doing it. Again, that's followed up by the truth message or the judgment card, and then it's new beginnings, material beginnings, looking at a different way of earning, of being, of earning money and material gain, and material gain for the better, for sustainability rather than just to possess something. Love begins. This is the Ace of Cups. Love begins. New relationships with people. New opportunities for healing. Maybe there's been some rifts and suddenly not being able to, you know, you've kept your distance because suddenly not being able to reach out to that person. It's given you the opportunity for a new perspective to maybe reach out again and have new beginnings. 3, recognition and reward. It's material. It's out of the 5, 3 of them have been material. Reward for a job well done. Recognize your skills and your accomplishments. They don't necessarily have to be the skills and accomplishments in what you've previously done for a living or have done for a living. Now, take this opportunity to recognize your other skills, your other accomplishments that maybe you can use in the future to a different way to earn your living. Material harvest. 9 of coins. It's a lot about material here. It's not about not being such a material person, but thinking about the ways in which we gain that materials and financial security. One of the laws of the universe, what you sow, you reap. This card states that this is your time to reap the harvest that you've worked for and so rightly deserve. Okay? So, again, looking at the ways in which you find your material and financial security. If you do it in a bad way, you're going to have bad results. But if you do it in a good way, or if you're doing it in a way that has never really suited you, even though you might have some rewards, you're not really happy with them. They might feel a bit tainted or whatever. But if you do it in a way that is best suited to you and that enhances you and your life and your family around you for the good, that's a good way to do it too. I think the message today is that there's been a lot of losses financially and material. People have been laid off work, or they've had to stop work or start work from home. But this has given a lot of people an opportunity to find a new way to work, whether it's, oh, I like working from home. It's working well with this. Maybe I can continue to do it and spend more time with my kids, better work-life balance. Or maybe it's, well, I've had more time to do something that I love to do, and I've found I'm really good at it. Perhaps I could actually earn a living at it. So I think the big message overall with COVID, at least one of the big messages overall with COVID, and I think there's many, but in this instance, in the reading I'm doing, it's take the opportunity to reset. If you're happy with what you've been doing and you're doing a good job and you're a good person and all that, you don't have to give that up if you don't want to. You might go into it feeling a little bit more energized or thinking you can do things a little bit differently. But if you're not, this is an opportunity to find what you're good at, what you want to do, and what you could possibly earn a living at in the future. So take the opportunity to reset, to look at the way in which you've been doing things. This isn't about being judged on high by higher powers. This is about looking at the truth of what and how you've been doing things and judging how you can do it better. Or if you need to do it better, or if you needed to do as much as you've done, facing the truth of yourself and how you've been doing things. And in doing so, getting this a different way of finding financial and material security, also finding new relationships and building new relationships, both with regard to work and with regard to family. Because if you decided, hey, working from home works for me, if my company is happy to do it, for me to continue to do it, I've built new relationships with my kids, with my parents, with this, with that. You know, a happy work-life balance is great. So, my darlings, that is me for today. Oh, Zelda, I had you written down for the afterlife. I might do a video on that, okay, a separate video on that and post it. But I have run out of time, so I like to keep to, you know, what I agree with my husband and part of the work-life balance. And everyone have a wonderful day. I will probably come on again on Wednesday, so keep a lookout for a notification for that for Wednesday evening. Tuesday evening, Wednesday morning my time. Okay, so Tuesday evening your time. Anyway, everyone have a great day. Love you all, footprinters, and yeah. Okay, bye-bye.